Rah. I'm not gonna lie, these updates are getting unrelenting, my friends. After last night's revelations surrounding Romeo Lavia and Caicedo, already we have bigger updates around these stories, as we're learning today that Liverpool are trying to outbid us for Caicedo. On top of that, my friends, we have Romeo Lavia updates. We are set to sign the real Captain America in Tyler Adams, who is starting to take his medical today, plus a ton more to get through too. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and to keep things real, like, have you seen that video, that clip of that polar bear that's coming out of hibernation? I kind of feel like that's how I've been moving this whole window. Like, this news is unrelenting, my guys. So if you guys are here for this excitement, if you guys have been frazzled out by all these updates and transfers, hit that like button, let us know how you're feeling. And without wasting no more time, is it looking like we have a bit of a battle on our hands now with Liverpool for Caicedo? Now, of course, we're set to play them in the first game of the Premier League this Sunday around 4:30 p.m. It's going to be an absolute madness. And just the build up to this game right now is absolutely crazy, because both clubs now are trying to sign each other's players. You'd imagine that Liverpool weren't too happy or too impressed with our last minute efforts for Caicedo. But with revelations today that Liverpool now have made a shock last minute bids, they've outbid us for Caicedo. The rumours suggest that they're paying 10 million extra, but we don't know if that means they're going to pay like 100 million as a fixed fee, or maybe like 100 million plus 10 mil add-ons. We'll find out, possibly, maybe not. And I say this because, as we already know, Caicedo has his heart set on signing for us. This guy's agreed terms since May as well too. It's about finding that agreement now with Brighton. And as we learned late last night, Brighton now are set to accept a 90 million base fee plus 10 million add-ons to get this deal over the line. I think that's more than fair. So when these reports came out that Liverpool now are set to outbid us, I'm thinking, if we had this type of money just like lying around behind the scenes, you should have wrapped up Lavia and a lot of these guys way before we get to this time of the window. Now we get some breaking updates. Sky Sports news report that a third club has shown interest in Caicedo, and that is Bayern Munich. Now we know that Tuchel wants to add a midfield enforcer into his team for next season, but if I was to be absolutely real with you guys, I mean, Caicedo's literally just learned English now. Now you want this guy to learn German again so he can play against Heidenheim next season in the Bundesliga? Please, Bayern, it's not going to happen. Obviously, Liverpool have naturally had long-term interest in Caicedo as well too. Like, we've all seen those photos on social media of like Bellingham, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo. Like, I don't know what type of crack that fan base was smoking, but to actually think they were going to secure that type of midfield, like 300 million worth of talent, with that board they have, come on, man. Like, fans gotta be realistic sometimes. Now, to discuss even more updates, things are getting a little bit techie right now, because we're getting reports now from the Liverpool side and from our side, and funny enough, that the Chelsea sources are saying that Liverpool now are set to outbid us and they're presenting an offer, whilst journalists coming from the Liverpool side are saying that there's only been contact that's been made. That's all there is. There's no official bid right now. There's nothing. So what the hell is going on? If I was to give you guys my opinion in this situation, it's the nature of the beast, right? Like, this is how news works. So what was true maybe an hour ago when you finished writing your article ain't going to be the same maybe 5 minutes ago, because these are like ever evolving, ever changing stories. So I'm not here to say these journalists are like capping and making stuff up. Absolutely not. I see it myself. Like, by the time you even finish a video, there's already 10 updates afterwards, and it's like, you can't really keep up. But still, I feel like Liverpool are trying to use the media not only to try and like give some confidence to their fan base, but also to try and, I guess, show a bit of strength back, because obviously we have the money to actually sign Romeo Lavia. We've spoken to Lavia a lot longer than Liverpool have as well too. They have to show a reaction in the media. They have to show a reaction to their fans. A lot of Liverpool fans are heavily critical of FSG, saying that they're not being ambitious enough, why aren't we signing the players you want? And like, from an outsider perspective, I'm thinking to myself, how many men have you signed this year alone, like in January and this window, that's costing you over 50 mil each for one of these players? And I kind of feel like this type of fan discourse is only exclusive to Premier League fans, where we have so much money, we got so much entitlement that we don't even understand how good we have it. Like, we are the most spoiled fan base in the world, you know, fans in La Liga and elsewhere. Like, they would love to tap into just like a fraction of the wealth that we have in this league. If anything, I think it's a bit too late to be making contact for a player when Brighton needs to sell. The Prem season starts soon. They have to reinvest back into their team. And to be honest, it feels like a very futile effort to try and sign them right now. I kind of think this is all capped, to be fair with you, and Liverpool are trying to save face a little bit, but I'll discuss the second part of Romeo Lavia afterwards, because let's move on now to discussing breaking news this afternoon surrounding Tyler Adams, because right now, Adams is set to have his medical today, which is going to be completed. Right now, we are set to sign the real Captain America, because he actually is the captain of the United States team, and of course, he'll be playing alongside new signings like your Gustos. Of course, guys coming back to the club like Cole, playing alongside your Jameses, Matsons, Barstos. You guys know where I'm going with this right now. Lightskin FC, it's not stopping anytime soon. We're going up right now. And after we lost Loftus-Cheek, I'm not going to lie, I'm fully here for it, yeah? But regardless, we got the famous "here we go" from Fabrizio Romano. We have activated his relegation release clause for £20 million. And we actually learned some confirmation on social media, like actual real news, that Tyler Adams was already taking his medical yesterday. He's finalising the rest of it today. And there should be an announcement sometime today or tomorrow, which means that he should be part of our squad for the Liverpool game this Sunday. So, very interesting news. I've been heavily negotiating for the past 10 days around Tyler Adams. The player is fully fit now. Obviously, last season when it ended, he got a hamstring injury in March. So it's good to know that we have some reinforcement in the team. But if I was to be brutally honest with you guys, listen, I've spoken about Tyler Adams a lot this month. You've seen the FBref stats. The guy is one of the top defense midfield players in the league in terms of all the qualities you want to see, right? Like recoveries, ball progression, percentage of duels won against dribblers, all that good stuff that you want to see, right? When you consider the fact that we bid heavily for Manuel Ugarte during the start of this window, to sign Tyler Adams, who's like a very similar profile of player, for like a third of the fee, you can see why the club decided against signing Ugarte in the end, because the market had options available. But if I'm being brutally real, my guys, I'm not really feeling anything to this news. There's no excitement, but there's no disappointment. Have I finally just peaked now? Like, we've seen so many signings over the past, 12, 18 months. How many more signings can we do right now? It's getting a bit crazy, right? Obviously, we signed Hugo Chukwu. Andre Santos has come back to the team. I just kind of think, what is the long-term plan? Now, in yesterday's video, make sure you guys watch that, of course, I was discussing the fact that maybe the plan now has become a 4-3-3 team because Nkunku's out. And the fact that we ain't going to sign a striker maybe confirms that fact a lot more, because Nkunku is going to come back. We have options we can turn to for now. And if the plan is to strengthen the midfield at least, just to give us some of that solidity over the next few months, maybe that's the play, maybe that's the plan. But then I think, okay, Caicedo, I feel it in my bones this guy's going to sign for us alongside Enzo, Santos, Hugo, now Tyler Adams, and what? Trying to make a bid now for Romeo Lavia. It's giving overkill right now. It feels like quite a lot, right? And all this investment, this hoarding in that sense too. I'd like the fact that maybe a Santos got a specific amount of minutes in game time, because my thing is, if you're going to be signing all these young guys, it defeats the point of investing young if you ain't going to give these guys the minutes to play. And obviously when guys like Mason Mount and Cole first broke in at 19, 20, etc, look how they benefited from getting a full season. It really sets these guys up. So no matter how talented you are, how much potential you have, the coach has to give mints. And obviously in a season like this, we got no European football. That's what I'm saying. Do we necessarily need 6 mids? I'm not too sure. But then at the same time, when do we ever have a full strength healthy team? That's not been a thing since maybe the 16-17 season, if I can remember. To end things quick too, I kind of feel like Adams is set to be a squad type of player. We've all played FIFA, FM, and you're signing these guys in the window, of course, and their contract, they're going to be key, first team, etc. I think Adams knows that he's utility, he's squad. And I feel clubs like us will just regularly go through players in these roles, just like a roll in, roll out type of window over the years, right? So listen, it's an opportunity for him to at least have a great career, play for a big club. I don't know how long his shelf life is, you never know, of course, but with the options we have and the potential we got coming through, maybe it's something we need for now for the next year or two. And the bonus is, whatever happens, you're probably set to flip and make more money if you ever saw the Tyler Adams rise. So that's Adams out the way. How you guys feeling? He's set to sign for us. And now obviously ending things on Romeo Lavia as well too. It seems like we are trying to sign this guy as well too. Obviously, there clearly is some tactics going on behind the scenes. Obviously, Liverpool have clearly reacted to our efforts to sign Lavia last minute by putting out reports saying that they're looking to try and sign Moises Caicedo. But the reality is they like the player, but they don't like the price. So, like, I don't really know the utility behind this. Fair enough. But it does make you think, are we really seriously set now on signing a Romeo Lavia? Or is this more like a Liverpool? Watch out. Like, we've got with that you're trying to make a move for Caicedo to mess up our plans here. It's taken us this long to come into a price agreement with Brighton that we're more than happy to pay for. Don't try and come in now and ruin our plan. If that's how you want to play things, we will make a 2 million extra bids for Romeo Lavia. Obviously, you guys don't want to pay 50. 45 million is the price you're holding out for, and you're hoping the player can pressure Southampton to let him go for that fee. But now that we've come in to show Southampton that, listen, you can get to that fable 50 million. We will ruin your plans right now if you try and waste our time, because we're trying to get this guy secured in time for Liverpool this Sunday. Now, in my opinion, I'd be incredibly surprised if he even got minutes against Liverpool. If anything, it could be like a stadium announcement at least, just to let the Premier League know that, listen, we're here to try and challenge this season, and you guys, you need to watch out. But at the same time, it gets you thinking, obviously, 4-3-3 could be the play right now. Ideally, you need to have 6 mids. At least, like, what, 3 of these guys are like 20 and under. And it's like, they could have long-term futures here. As long as we can supplement these guys with a little bit of experience. That's what Adams is here to do at least. Enzo Caicedo will be the main 2. There's going to be lots of mins distributed between Lavia, between maybe Santos. Would it surprise you if Ugo Chukwu even gets a loan move now to Strasbourg? Probably not, because he could probably benefit the most from playing week in, week out. But then you look into the future, and maybe Adams goes and Ugo comes in to replace him, and then you're looking at a midfield that you've probably got secured and back now for like 5 years plus. A part of me also thinks this, is this last minute effort for Lavia like a delayed tactic where it's like, as the window comes to an end, we'll sell more players. You're looking at Chalobah, you're looking at guys like Gallagher, maybe 1 or 2 other guys as well too, Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech. We still have more money to make from selling players, but realistically, most of this shit won't happen until like near the end of the window. So why not just like give Lavia some doubt right now? Don't rush into any decision making. We've been talking to us for time. Joe Shields is here. Ideally, he would probably pick signing for us over at Liverpool. Buy some time, my guy. We'll come in for you, but we need to secure a few more things. Caicedo is priority number 1 at this point in time. Then we have to sell a few more man too. And once we do that, in the final few weeks, we will raise our offer to sign you. And in that time, you've really ruined Liverpool's plans. Now, they got backup options in Andre from, I think, Fluminense, if I can remember on the top of my head right now. But ideally, Lavia is a guy that Klopp wants. And if we can derail a title or European chasing rival, then we have to do that. I can see the strategy working in that sense. And the Liverpool reaction this afternoon, it has been a little bit pathetic, if you know what I mean. Like, you can't come out with crazy headlines about outbidding Chelsea for Caicedo, and then like less than an hour, like, come on, like, no composure at all. They couldn't even just blag it out until Sunday at least. But regardless, my friends, that's all the latest news surrounding midfielders. And once we secure the midfield, I'm still expecting at least 1 more attacking player to get bagged and bought. It's either going to be Olise or Kudus. So, my friends, set to be another ridiculous window. And I don't know how many windows I got on me like this, to be fair. I'm getting older. I'm getting more wrinkly, you know? My eyes are getting more baggy as well too. Like, I'm not going out good in this window right now. So, my friends, I hope you guys enjoy it. I am Nini FC. This is BlueLionsTV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.